Hi, and welcome to another tarot reading. Hopefully you had a good day yesterday. So this is for sun, moon and rising signs for each of the signs, starting fire, water, air and earth. So let's start with Aries. What does Aries need to know today? So this is for Aries. Using the Angel Wisdom Tarot. So for Aries today, let's have a look. So the first energy for Aries today is renewal. This is a great time to actually start again. Have that aspect where everything is fresh. Just imagine the first day you were born. Everything is fresh, and that's exactly how we need to adopt today. Aries is a sign of starting. So really use that energy, that fire, that passion to start something. But this is about not being self-critical about yourself or other situations. Because when we have judgment in the situation, we're really dragging ourselves down and we're assessing and we've got that energy of, oh, I'm not good enough. So we really do need to start again and just be our own person. Bring back the power within our life today. All right? So you've also got the King of Fire. So you're in your element today. So this is all about the passion, the determination and going forward. So it is essential sometimes when we've had situations to burn off, literally, put in the fire, old clothes, old records, old phone numbers, all sorts of things that we need to just dispose of. So this is owning your power and being responsible for your own emotions, not allowing them to be dragged here, there and everywhere, but owning who we are. So this is a very outward appearance. This is very much like your card, that Mars energy, moving forward. Really know what you do want and just move forward. It's as simple as that today. And then you've got the Lover's card. So when we make these choices and these higher decisions about how we are going to conduct our life moving forward, this card gives you that ultimate power of knowing on a higher level what to do. So yes, it's got a Gemini quality to it. So the conflict within our mindset is always, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And then when you've got the renewal card, it says start again. Really move forward, refresh, and just get rid of the past. Because when we hold on to these things, it's clutter. Clutter of the heart, of the mind, and it can trip us up. So we really must refresh, start again, and move forward. All right? So that's Aries today. So, moving on to Leo today. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Leo energies. So what does Leo need to know today? So for Leo, so the first energy is the sun. Wow. So Leo, being a sun sign, fire, is a really good card for you today. Heading into your birthdays, it's going to be the solar return. So everything's going to really highlight what is needed to be done. The sun is the creator, that spiritual energy. So to move into a new period is the start today of really putting passion, creativity and wonderment in the day. So what we create is what we create, whether it's negative or positive. So moving forward in the highlighted areas of your life is making those realizations that you need to put the spotlight on to really see if it's working or not. If it is working, great. You can continue being positive and happy. But if it's not, highlight it and then change something. So one of the things that perhaps need to be changing is the oppression that you can feel or too much hard work. which is absolutely fine. Hard work perhaps did kill people, but you know, we we have to keep going on in our journey. So, but if you're actually banging your head against the wall about something, then the sun really does burn things off, a bit like the other sign. So when we have this, it's not always going to be like this. We can delegate some things. We can look at priorities within our life to see the top priorities and eliminate or put for another day a bottom priority. But things come in cycles. So we know after the 10 is going to come a 1 again and a new cycle. So remember what you're creating. Are you creating too much in your life right now? Can you make things a little bit easier? Are you putting too much pressure on yourself, or is, your people around you doing that? Prioritize. And then you've got release. So releasing the pressure is always good. Getting rid of the stress. So this is the rebirth card as well. It's a death card. It's out with the old and in with the new. So feeling oppressed and having too much to do is not good. So we must let go of some things in order to have the happiness. You have had the Sun card here, so the happiness is there, but we need to let go of the past. So this is a good time to release anything that's no longer needed. So priorities. Really look at what you want. Look at your soul journey of where you're going. Are you cluttering up something? Are you hanging on to an unwanted person or unwanted feelings that just don't exist in the new empowered you, right? So it is strong for you, Leo. Out with the old, in with the new. Thanks, Leos. Have a good day. Right, this is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. So this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. So Sagittarius, you do have the 5 of Cups. So sometimes that's about sadness and disappointment, and we need to let go of certain emotions. Sometimes one thinks, oh yeah, I've healed, I'm better, I'm okay. And then it only takes a tweak before we go blah, 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 blah. And we realise, hang on a minute, I haven't let that go. Oh dear. So it's a time to realise that emotions from probably past relationships, the disappointments and the sadness, and all those feelings that we attach to the experience of pain, we need to kind of say, right, I'm not focused on that. I need to refocus on a better connection, better connections with anything, people, circumstances, even new houses that we move into, just new stuff that are really going to empower us. So this is a reminder that, are we holding on to some things that just need to be let go, and we don't need them in our life? We need to free ourselves. Sagittarians are about freedom. So let's do it. Let's have the freedom of heart to just soar and aspire to where we normally want to go. All right. Sagittarians, you have this 6 of Pentacles now, or Earth. So this is a great card for the charity. Give to yourself before you can give to others. If you can't give yourself the love today, then how can we demonstrate that to other people and circumstances? So if you are disappointed that some of you may have, not had the best job on the planet, and it was a gap job, so now's the time to really realise that I'm going after what I want. It has been a little bit disappointing in my career at the moment, but I am taking it to new heights, and I am going to ask the universe and my angels for that. So abundance of heart is important. And when we hold on to pain of the past, we can't receive. So we need to let go of the old and into the new. That seems to be the message for day for fire signs. So really make sure you're receiving, giving, and in the same kind of cycle, and you'll get there, definitely. Here we are with the Queen of Earth, and that is exactly what that is. You are in charge of your career. You are in charge of what you actually make. A lot of you might be disappointed about having babies and it hasn't happened. This is a good card for fertility, guys. So if some of you are after having babies, then that's absolutely fine. Know that the Queen of Earth is like Mother Earth, provider, fertility and giver. So when we want something to be given to us and our loved ones, then this is the card to actually realise that deep down you can be grounded, especially if you've got Earth in one of your other signs, you know, rising moon, or if you're watching the Sagittarian for rising or moon, maybe you are an Earth sign. But Earth is very prominent today. So really look to the Earth as your provider and your home. So it's what your own environment and home is like. And are you feeling really happy? So this is one of the things that one needs to look at. You know, moving forward, what are you giving to yourself around your home? And also, because we are still in the Cancerian sign. So that means it's Cancer at the moment, everyone who's born. And that's just your home environment. But this is very much about giving respect to yourself about what you're giving. So it's like having patience, giving birth, a bit like the Emperor's card, and having that goal in mind that you can connect to what you really want. With the Two of Cups from the 5 comes that connection. So do give to yourself, Sagittarians, exactly what you were really dreaming of. All right? So thank you, Sagittarians. So now we move on to water signs. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So this is for Pisces today. So Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces. So Pisces, today you have the 7 of Earth. 7 of Earth is a good card because it shows that you can tend to your spiritual garden, but you can also tend to the more practical things within your life. If we don't nurture what we want, we're not really looking at it in a bigger picture to actually make it happen, developing. So like the lady here, she's weeding her garden. So you have to take out what's necessary in order to give the nutrition, the space to your situation. So a lot of the times it just takes patience and development before you're flourishing in your perfect scenario, whether that's your dream job, whether it's that perfect relationship, whatever it is, it's achievement, it's a goals, it's a journey. So having patience with that, Pisces, is a good thing, isn't it? Also, you've got the renewal. So a lot of you who are single, perhaps, are waiting for that perfect relationship to come along. This is about, new starts. So, so we have to kind of look at things in a new way, not be too critical about ourselves or self-judgment. Well, it's been so long now, am I on the shelf kind of thing. I know that's a very old expression, but some people just really get down on being single when they really want a partner. One of the things that we've got to nurture is, are you happy with yourself being by yourself? And the answer should always be yes. So when you're happy with yourself and everything's fine, that's when the energy changes. So when we're desperate and we want somebody there, just because we're missing something within ourselves, then we need to fix that. And this is one of the things that you can do in rebirthing, starting again, to really emphasize that you are special and loving. And when you've done that, that is weeding and tending to your garden situation. Honestly, just shift one thing and move and refresh and start again, because you can. This is the transformation that is taking place for you guys. So everything will become a realization that some things need to go before we can embrace the new. So whatever that is, whether it's leaving your job, leaving a situation, it's leaving. And sometimes the universe does that for us, just to shake things out, because you are ready for the shake-up. You are ready for the newness. But you've got to have a little bit more patience with this change. So change is always, always, always good, even though it seems at the time that it's not. If you're going to put those emphasis on pain and, oh, well, that wasn't justified, why did that happen, then you're not going to move on to the goodness. So this is why you've got the renewal and the judgment about self-judgment or self-assessment of what has gone on. So always look at change, whatever that is, as very positive, because it's clearing away what needs to be cleared away for you to have the goodness. All right? So good luck with that, Pisces. Cancerians. This is for Cancer Moon, Cancer Sun, and Cancer Rising. This is for Cancerians today. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. So, Cancer today, you do have the King of Earth. Great card for Cancerians. Well, any sign really. But this is a good card because it shows that you've got leadership qualities, I always think. It's very earthed, it's very grounded, but it's very about abundance, prosperity, and growth in ourselves. Our soul journey needs to grow and develop, go through different lessons. So be grounded and determined about that, and really know that what you're asking for within life may come. But it can be a little bit slow at times, but it's how you value yourself, how you respect yourself and those around you. By taking off others, we're actually taking away from ourselves. So this is all about, this is why we see this card as generous to ourselves. It's very important to nurture that spirit and be in charge. When you're a king, it's out there. It's what people are looking at. So it's how we determine our life going forward. So being in charge and having that abundant spirit of really wealth, abundance and growth. So good card for self-employment, good card for promotion. But this is a good card for you to realise that you do have value. So when we have the Knight of Water, this is the bringer of good tidings. It's like messages coming. So if you've been waiting for commitment or been waiting for loyalty, those things are definitely coming into your life because of this aspect. Also, with the Knight of Cups, it could bring romance, deepening relationships, definitely. So everything that exists in duality on the earth, we have a relationship with. So some things break all the time. You know, you've broken a glass or a cup. It means things are changing. So for us to have this coming into our life is that newness about things. So when things break down, things build up. So this is a good card for that to come. So the energies of love and all sorts of things are coming for you. But it's also you bringing it to the table as well. So when we're grounded in what we want, and we do want this, then it's coming. We have to let go of the old, though. This is important about letting go. So this can be toxic relationships. It can be old habits. And that's where we need the loyalty and value of ourselves. If we don't have that, we are stuck in a rat race, stuck in a cage, stuck in our egos. Ego is just a psychological term for the mind, psyche, self. So we need to break away from certain things and realize our spiritual side, our soul side. And this is what the angels and God and all the rest need us to know. We have to break away from smallness that we can't achieve greatness. So we need to connect back on our soul journey, on our spiritual journey, to really bring the truth and empowerment. So when you are becoming this person, that is powerful. It's about the respect, the value that you put on yourself. So it's growth on a bigger level. So we can't remain small in our ideas, in our feelings, and in our aspirations. We need to really aspire for the greater. Okay? So that's for Cancerians. Happy birthdays. So this is now for Scorpio. Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, and Scorpio sun. This is for Scorpios. Scorpio. So, oh, you have the Ace of Water and the little dolphin. Oh, innocence. Oh, playfulness and joy. How lovely. So when we have the Ace of Water, it's all about the Holy Grail, the innocence, the abundance of life. So it's about the fun, self-forgiveness. We always need to forgive a lot of things that are built up in our life. So this is about new love, determination, and also spiritual love. So we need to see the vastness of love. It's never ending. It never begins, it never ends, it's always there. So this is the Holy Grail of what's going on. Spiritual energy is always there to access. And, some of us in physical form only look at that in physical form. So the Holy Grail is an abundance of love. It's pure and simple. So we must look at that in a way that it's always there. However, a lot of people do want this in physical form, so they look for relationships and other things, which is great, but that's there. So just to remind people that love is always there. It's just in abundance everywhere. So one has to look inside as well as outside for your love. All right, Scorpios. So sometimes with the Seven of Cups, we can use our imagination a little bit too much and not focus, and it seems to be all over the place. So this is where we have to look inside ourselves and really see what our goal is, our destiny. Because sometimes we've got too many balls in the air and we're juggling work, home life, aspirations, going to the gym, doing hobbies, and trying to have a social life, dealing with parents. There's just too much going on. So it's like we can't focus on our emotions. We can't focus on one thing. So it's like the priorities. So some things that we really have to be focused on seems to be low priority. It's just slipped by. So this is why we have to take a step back, make things simple, and then you can focus on the one thing. So, yeah, it seems to have choices, but they're all over the place. Ooh. Oh my goodness, look at this. Scorpios. Oh. So, when you do look at the self-love aspect and really forgive the past and really focus on what you do need, it comes. What a great connection. Wow, look at you guys. So, all water as well. Did you notice that? Wow. So, emotions can be all over the place. But once you realize that love is inside and everywhere, then you're connected, or will be connecting, to that very special commitment. Healing card is essential. So make sure you do heal before this does come together. But coming together, it is going to do. So look at the romance, look at the love, because it's here for you. So if you do what I said, and do rewind and listen again, because even I've forgotten. Well, I haven't. I was talking about love is everywhere. It's in your heart. It's just everywhere. So when we actually connect to that, you know, you can bring it into physical form, and this is what you guys are doing. So it may take a while for some of you, but it depends on how you look at the simplicity and look at the priorities and focus, and know exactly what it is that you're focusing on. But yeah, it looks good to me. Scorpios, well, wow, impressive. Wow, well done. Right. Blew me away. So now we need to go on to air signs. Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. This is for Aquarius. So this is for Aquarius. So Aquarius, having the Four of Water. So when we have the Four of Water, Aquarius, we have enough, but sometimes we forget about other things within our life. So other situations that will make us happy seem to be not present. Like sometimes we've had a hobby of reading a book a long time ago, and we've forgotten all about the joy that we can have with the story of unfolding. Or we haven't sat down and watched a film for so long, and we really enjoyed doing that. So taking mundane opportunities are good, but sometimes it's about bigger opportunities as well. Sometimes people want to offer, help when help's needed. So, a lot of the times we can't spend time alone in our she shed or our man cave, and really realise that to have a kind of stalemate situation, it's not always the best for us. So, when life says, look, here's an opportunity, here is a day given to you, are you making the full use of that day? Are you appreciating yourself? Are you appreciating where you are? So this can be a lot about gratitude of the heart, being humble and simplistic, and really loving yourself and giving yourself the opportunity. So all these gifts come from the angels. The angel is giving you and guarding you, looking after you in a way that you are satisfied fully on an emotional level. All right? Also, you do have the Ace of Swords. So the new inspiration that can come from many things is present today. It is the victory sword. It is your destiny. So really looking at, when things go wrong, we look at these things and we go, uh-oh. But this is good. This is in charge of your mindset to move forward. So the new ideas will come about how you realise how to get through emotional, disattachment. So when we have got, hiccups within our mindset, we need clarification. And this is what perhaps will come to you. So being, maybe some people don't realise that they have brought themselves down on an emotional level. And then they suddenly go, oh yeah, I didn't know that was happening. So this is moving away from all those negative emotions and feelings and thoughts, and really saying, right, I can do it. I have the can-do attitude today, and I am going to succeed. Power back. So this is the Seven of Wands here, or Seven of Fire. And we must own our own thoughts, our own emotions. So this is about putting the power back and really knowing that you are powerful. If you're on the planet right now, Right. So 8th of July 2022, if you're listening to this round about that time, then you are powerful and you've been given a gift. And even if you're listening to this way in the future, you're on the planet. It is a gift. It's very special to come back and learn all these lessons. So owning your own power, just like young Arthur here, he knew his destiny. So it's like when you own your own destiny, it is a gift today to give to yourself and others around you what you need to give. So this is about power. And if anyone's trying to take that away, give that a funny opinion or criticize you, know that you're powerful and you mean a lot to yourself and to those that you love. All right? So own up who you are, be powerful, and know that every little thought has a big effect on our life. So this is where we need to inspire yourself to move forward. All right? So that's Aquarius. So let's move on to Gemini. Gemini rising, sun and moon. Geminis. So for Gemini today, 9 of Wands. So this is a good card to know that things do take time. And when we've actually had situations in our life that we feel, I'm just weary, I'm getting really weary. And after 9 is 10, where we really do feel oppressed and weary. But this is like, I know I have to soldier on. The determination to get my goal, whatever that is, whether you want that perfect relationship, whether you want promotion at work, whether you want to go self-employed, whether you want to get a new house, whatever it is, it's really that determination that you won't let anything stop you. And when we have those barriers and situations within our life, we have to realize, do we put that barrier there? Have we made our life a little bit difficult, and do we need to see through these things and just go for it? So this is a good card to remind us that we need that fire, we need the element and determination to break through our mindset, our emotions, that we can't do it, not get dragged down by what we've called as failures, because they're not, they're challenges. All these kind of things, we need to just go forward and really learn that we are strong people. And here you go. So Gemini, you do have the Ace of Earth, which is the Lucky Queen card. So when we have that, the new opportunities definitely arise. The opportunity to make a start on our new career, self-employed, starting a new hobby. All these things that can bring happiness and freedom of mind, body and spirit, to understand that things do take small steps and then we build on the bigger picture. So we need to open up the possibilities of things happening on a practical sense, but also on a romantic sense as well. So when we've tried time and time again to move through where we want to, this is the opportunity to have a look at it, and the world and the angels have given you that opportunity. So this path is really exciting for you, especially if some of you want to start your own job, self-employed, or you want to start a new career or job. This is a sign for you to just keep going, keep getting your CVs out there and things like that if you're going for a job, because this is a sign that you'll get something. And here, especially with career, this is about training, retraining, refocusing, really learning, unlearning. But this is working hard. So gaining new skills is important. So sometimes when we have to go to university, it says, oh my goodness, 4 years. Some of us go back to university later on, or retrain to do something we really like. And this is a sign that maybe an online course or something like that is coming up. that will have a huge practical level on our life. So it doesn't matter what age you are, you can always relearn. It doesn't matter what age you are to start a new career or job. Or it doesn't matter how old you are to start being self-employed. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is having that opportunity to have your goal, having the strength to do it and not make excuses. All right? Very nice, Gemini. So this is for Libra next. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising for Libra. So let's have a look what's going on for Libras today. This is for Libra. Right, Libra today. Right, so Librans, you have the Ace of Water. I think Scorpio have this as well. So if you're Scorpio rising or Scorpio and Libra, then yay. So this is about self-love. It's very important to bring that love to the table, to have a kind of simplicity look at the Holy Grail, to have a look at spiritual energy coming in. Love is everywhere. So it's almost like inside, outside, everywhere. So when we have this, it's the joy factor, the laughter, the happiness, and the overflowing of innocence, happiness that comes from the love aspect. So when we forgive ourselves and have acceptance of ourselves, or even be willing to love ourselves when we don't quite all there, we need to start this process. So within our life, we have this huge journey and many, many lessons. But if we don't really respect and love ourselves to actually achieve those things, nothing gets done. So this is a very important step in the journey of self-love, self-acceptance and forgiveness of all situations that have happened in the past. It's just our learning challenges. Some people learn when they're children, very, very harsh lessons. This is about forgiving that and moving on. All right. So also for, where are we? Librans. We have the Seven of Cups as well. So with the Seven of Cups, this is the choices that we make or seem to make. So a lot of the times it's pies in the skies. It's over imagination. So putting your balance back into perspective and really knowing that your sign is all about justice. So looking at things in two different levels, like, oh, I've had it harsh, but judging on that, it was a lesson. You know, have I learnt my lesson? Then, yeah, look at the priorities with your emotional being and really know that you can make a difference and start again. So you do have the renewal card as well. So this is about all that forgiveness. Don't self-criticize. That's one of the things that needs to go. So just imagine that you have this day, first day of the rest of your life, which it is. So this is the new opportunities to do something good for you, for the benefit of others in your family, your friends, your colleagues, whatever. So this is the start of something magnificent. So angels always want, and especially God, always wants the very best for you. So you have to sort of realize that, okay, if I keep focusing on pain, then we'll get more of that. So what you should be focusing on is that spiritual love that comes from the Holy Grail cup, right? So it's very important to refresh every day and really self-assess in a good way, in a positive way, the abundance of life itself. All right, so that's for Libra today. So now we go on to Earth signs. Earth. So this is for Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. So do remember to check out your rising sign and your moon sign, not just your sun sign. Right, this is for Capricorns. So for Capricorns, Capricorns today, you have the 8 of Earth. This is a good time to really work hard. I know you guys do. But this is to learn something new today. You know, every day is an opportunity to learn something or unlearn something. So, you know, we can look at videos, self-help videos, all sorts of things. Especially on YouTube. Once I thought, oh, I've forgotten how to make a rag rug. How do you do that? So you can learn anything on YouTube. It's fantastic. But when this applies to yourself about your job, it's about still work hard, really put in an effort and really learn. So a lot of the times this is about apprenticeships, relearning, reassessing what you do want within your career and how you make money. This can be a great card if you want to go self-employed, because it means just learning the tricks of your trade and kind of how to develop that skill set. So it does mean money is coming, work hard, and you'll get there. Some of you are getting this energy about what decision to actually make. Well, any decision will be a really good decision if you make it from your heart and do it intuitively. So this is, if you ask your angels especially to do that, then that's really going to open up the doorway for you. So whether you go, stay where you want to go, because as you know, this might be surrounding how you make money. Really look intuitively about, right, okay, have I got the skill set? Do I need to learn a little bit more before I go through completely? Can I do 2 things at once? Can I keep my job but still start my self-employment off? These things are relevant to some of you, but other things might be a decision to retire or a decision to not work and start a family. There are a lot of decisions within our life, so we have to weigh them up carefully with our heart or whatever. But yeah, make a decision, it'll be the right one. So you have the Ace of Fire, and that's exactly what you needed from making decisions. It was the right decision. So this is a good card because it puts the yangness into the situation. And the yang energy is always like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And it's outwardly. So once you've made your intuitive decisions, this will give you the passion, inspiration to move through it. So whatever decision you're going to make regarding how you make money or how you don't want to make money, you know, is a decision. So when we have the Ace of Wands, it is a wand and it's like a magic wand that you can create what you do want. So, you know, rest assured that things will be fine. Start of a very exciting journey for you. Lovely. That was Capricorns. Yay. Right, moving on to Taurians now. Taurus. Taurus moon, rising and sun. This is for Taurus. So for Taurus today. So Taurus. So you do have the Six of Swords here, which is great, because that's moving, travelling away from drama. Isn't it good to travel away from drama? No, you say? Okay. So a lot of the time we have this conflict, whether it's in our minds or actually in physicality. Maybe you've got someone at work who's just, ugh. Maybe it's a boss, maybe it's a situation. Maybe it's relationships. It can be anything really. But one thing is clear, that we need help to move away. So when we pick up the habits of life, whether it's thinking about, oh, I can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. This card will say, yes, you can. If you want to do something positive, then do it. So a lot of us have negativity because we don't really focus on our spiritual side, on our soul journey. So this brings an aspect that you can just take you away into a better place within your mind and your heart. And a lot of these things are physical as well. Some of you might be moving jobs, moving houses, moving career or countries. So this is an amazing aspect of travelling away from the drama, definitely. Also, for Taurians, you have the Star card. So if you do want to move countries or move jobs, or whatever that may be, this shows that if you keep the faith that you do want to have a better existence in actually doing that, then one has to nurture those values. This is also the Aquarian card, which is to do a lot with the thinking. So really think where you do want to go. What will make life better? So this is nurturing who you are as a person. I get the impression that some of you want to really change careers at this moment and be noticed, recognised for your abilities within that. So this has a spark that you want to be in the spotlight, the highlight. So if for some of you want to do that, then keep going. This is a star card. So a lot of you want to have that recognition as a star. Also, you do have the Six of Pentacles. So even though if you want this change significantly, it might be a little bit difficult financially, but keep going. So this is the aspect where ask and you will receive. So this is the charity card, the giving card. So give yourself permission, really hope and pray literally to your angels especially, that'll take you to places. So yeah. Streets are paved with gold. You might as well walk along those streets. Thank you, Taurus. Right, let's move on to Virgo. This is for Virgos. Virgo Sun, Moon and Rising. This is for Virgos. Right, Virgos. Virgos today. So, first energy for Virgo, the Knight of Cups. You're obviously still in this romantic mood that you've been in for a while. So the love that's coming is a good thing. It's about messages of the heart. A lot of you can be quite psychic, so or very grounded in the ability of what is coming. So sensitivity, it's almost like those native Indians where they had scouts, and they go before the tribe and they listen. It's like you're listening and waiting for these messages to come. So, you know, it's important to kind of look at the ability of what we're attracting. So you want this to be right, don't you? So it's almost like really calling that soulmate, really understand that where we are is where we are. So the ability to be more realistic and grounded at the same time is really good, because these guys, if it applies to a person, can be a bit flighty. They can miss the mark. They can just run away. So it's almost like one needs to be grounded and really know what you are attracting within your life. But nevertheless, it's pretty good. So this is out with the old and in with the new. So here's the new coming in abundance. See the waterfall? It's just pouring down. And this is the Death card. So it is definitely out with the old. The old is no longer needed. It's like an old coat, all tatty. We need to throw it away. It's not even good to give to a charity shop. So, and I wouldn't give it to a charity. But here with the release card, it's like, yay, rebirth, everything's happy, you know. Because when you go through your soul journey, it's like you learn the lessons. And when we physically die, we've learned our lessons. Or have we? So we've got to come back again. So it is like a new start to learn again. So this is why I said it's important to know what is bringing into your life. This doesn't always have to do with romance. It can do with any other situation as well. But one thing is clear. The transformation is going to be fantastic. Phoenix rising and all that jazz. So the paradise situation is there when we have the death card. Also, look at this. You're well on that journey of receiving abundance. So when we wait for the goods to arrive, literally, have you arrived? We want that loyal situation. We want that commitment. So if we don't allow things to go, then that commitment's not going to be there. And it's like the ship comes in, but it's at the wrong port. So we've really got to know whether the ship is arriving where it should arrive. So look at the things that you're trying to attract at the moment. Make sure they're solid enough, grounded enough, and then they're here. So messages today could really come. Don't ignore certain signs and messages from angels and your spirit guides. So paying attention to what is coming in is essential. All right, so there's your day. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Lots of love to you all. Bye.